Okay. Number 9 is going to be drawing your weapons too quickly. That is something that security guards all across the country are doing. This guy pulling out his ass, security guards pulling out their firearms. You got that chick that was shooting at people at the goddamn library right here in Portland a couple years ago. We got the guy shooting someone in the parking lot over some fucking pallets. I showed you guys the video last week where they've got the Asian guy that they're kicking out of the fishing store. The guy allegedly pulls a firearm on that guy. Like, what is the deal? Calm the fuck down. Like, that has got to stop. Stop drawing your firearms. Firearms, ass baton, your taser. These things are defensive tools. These are not offensive tools. We are not at capacity to be preemptively pulling weapons on people. We are to be working in a response capacity. This is absolutely going to lead to all of us. I enjoy working as an armed security guard. I like the work that I do. I like the post that I work at. I like the amount of money that I make. I enjoy my job. I do. And I'm tired of having people who are in any capacity of security putting me in a position where you're going to fuck that up. Just stop. Calm down. Good Lord. Woo! Goodness. All right. Number 8, calling out and being late. How many of you guys work with people that are always calling off? Or work with people that are always late? Like, you're working your shift, you get off at 3 o'clock, and you know Billy's coming in to relieve you, right? Good old Billy. And Billy is always 10 minutes late. And for whatever reason, like, there's no body to switch Billy out with. Like, that's the guy. But he's always 10 minutes late. He's always got some sort of excuse. There's always some issue. And then that means that you have to stay over longer. I do not understand people that cannot get up 5 minutes earlier to get to work, adjust their schedule. Like, that is a problem for everybody, and it affects everybody, right? Your being late does not just affect you, it affects everyone. And then call outs. How many of you guys deal with call outs? You're off one day, and someone calls out. So this is your one day off throughout the week, and now your supervisor's reaching out to you to cover a shift. It's great to get the overtime. It's great to get the extra money, but being put in a situation where you're not able to get that one day off that you're, normally supposed to get, or if you're working your shifts, you're putting in your time, it's just not good for company morale, and it's not good for the contract. Ultimately, if you don't go in and take that shift, or the other person that's responsible, the other person that the company can count on, they don't go in and take that shift, too many of those unfilled shifts, and then ultimately the contract gets cut, and then everybody's in a bad situation, right? Let's see what we got here. Dude, I work with so many people at my second job at the prison who always call out for the stupidest BS. The number one reason is having a bad day prior to the call out. I used to work at a prison. I don't know if you guys have this situation where you work, but we had mandatory overtime if someone called out, right? And so if you were the low man on the totem pole, you were mandated to stay. You might work an 8, you might work a 10, you might work a 12-hour shift, and then somebody calls out right as you're about to walk out the door and clock out, and they're like, hey, you got to stay for another 6, another 8 hours. That used to drive me absolutely insane. I could not stand that.